Hello everyone. So my dear students, we have seen number of numericals on conduction and we are just enjoying that concept. Let us do another question. So this kind of question will be asked in GATE. So I have designed in such a way so that you will have the feel that how they are asking, because you will be confused a number of times. Let us understand the question carefully. So now a composite wall consists of 10 centimeter layer of brick. There is a composite wall consisting of 10 centimeter layer of brick. Okay, so let us understand it carefully. So my dear students, there is a composite wall, okay, which is having 10 centimeter layer of brick, 10 centimeter layer of brick. Bricks are like this. So my dear students, this wall is made up of brick and the length, or we can say thickness, is given as L1 is given to be 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter. Okay. Having thermal conductivity Kb, K brick is given how much? So K brick is given to be 0.7 watt per meter Kelvin. Okay. Also we can write data here. Like if you are starting the solution, we can write data given. So data given is the length of that brick wall is given to be, thickness of the brick wall is given to be 10 centimeter. So this can be converted into meter, 10 into 10 power minus 2, which will be equal to 0.1 meter. Okay. Now the thermal conductivity of brick, is given. Of brick is given how much? That is K brick is equal to kappa brick is given equal to 0.7 watt per meter Kelvin. Okay, 0.7. And 3 centimeter thick plaster. So there is a 3 centimeter thick plaster. I am just having another color so that you can feel it. 3 centimeter it is. So I will make it a small. Let's take it like this. And having 3 centimeter. This is, let us take L2, 3 centimeter. So length of what? That is plaster thickness is? Plaster thickness. Let us take L2 is equal to 3 centimeter. So this will become 3 into 10 power minus 2. So this will become equal to how much? 0.03 meter. Now insulating material of 0.7 watt per meter Kelvin is this, and the conductivity of, what is the thermal conductivity of this plaster is given to be how much? Let us see. So K plaster is given to be, kappa plaster is given to be 0.5 watt per meter Kelvin. So kappa plaster is given to be 0.5 watt per meter Kelvin. Okay, so this is a wall, my dear students. Brick having thermal composite wall. So what is asking? Let us see carefully. We have written all the values. And an insulating material of thermal conductivity Ki is equal to 0.08 watt per meter Kelvin is to be added to reduce the heat transfer through the wall by 70%. So he is asking the thickness of that insulating material. So what will be the thickness of that insulating material? Let us see. What will be the thickness of that insulating material? To add it to reduce the heat transfer through the wall. So first of all, we have to calculate what will be the heat transfer through this wall before adding. This is your K plaster. So there will be heat transfer by conduction, I am assuming. One dimensional heat transfer. Homogeneous homogeneous material, isotropic material, and conductivity is independent of temperature. It is not changing with temperature. Let us see. Let us enjoy it. So there will be conduction Q, heat transfer by conduction in this case. So let us calculate the heat transfer. So according to Fourier's law, we know according to Fourier's law. We know already, we have applied the Fourier's law in the equation. So how we can calculate the heat transfer? So this will be given by Q into delta T. So delta T is not given here. So don't be confused. Don't be confused. Let us solve it. Into R effective divided by R effective. So what will be the effective resistance? Let us calculate, my dear students. So let us take it Q1 in the first case. Case first, when there is no insulation. When there is no insulation. So this will become, that Q1 will become equal to delta T divided by R effective. Similar diagram. Let us take it T1, resistance, conductive. Another diagram. So this is, let us say, intermediate temperature Ti. Let us take it T2. So this will be conductive resistance L1 by K1A. This will be conductive resistance L2 by K2A. I think these both terms are given, but area is not given. I think area is not given, my dear students. So let us calculate it. So can we take 1 upon A, R effective, to be L1 upon K1? So what is L1 upon K1? So let us write it first. L1 upon K1, which is nothing but your Kp plus Lp upon Kp. Okay. So the Q1 will become equal to how much? Delta T divided by 1 upon A. 1 upon A into LB by KB. So LB is how much? 10 centimeter, but this is 0.1 meter now, divided by KB, which is 0.7 plus 0.03 meter divided by 0.5. So this and this will go, this and this will go, so this will be like this. So the remaining term will be how much, students? So it will be 1 divided by 7 plus 0.3 divided by 5. So this will be 0.2028. 0.2028. So this will be, that implies it will be equal to delta T divided by 0.2028 divided by area. When area is not given, so I am taking it unit area, 1 meter square. So the term will become equal to how much? Let us see. So this will become equal to 0.4929 delta T. Okay. So from here we can have that Q1 is equal to 4.92 delta T. Let us take the equation number first. Let us take it equation number first. So when I am using an insulating material, what will be the thickness of it? Let us calculate it carefully. That will be the second case. Heat transfer will change when we will add insulating material. So what he is saying? He is just delivering like. So he is asking for the heat transfer when the through the wall when the insulation is there and there is 70% heat reduction in this. Okay. So in this case, so now let us see. So my dear students, this will become how much? This will become your how much? So heat transfer will be reduced by, in the case second, हम just discussing case second. So my dear students, heat transfer will be reduced by 70%. So when 70% heat transfer reduction is there, that means the heat transfer in the second case will be equal to 0.30 into Q1. Okay. So can we calculate the heat transfer when we are adding an insulating material here? Yes, let us say I am adding an insulating material here and there will be some heat transfer through it. So let us say K insulation is there and I have to calculate X. So let us take the thickness of insulation is X. So thickness of insulation is X. So your Q2 will be given by how much? This will be given by delta T by R effective. So what will be the R effective here? What will be the R effective, my dear students? So area I have taken, per unit area I have taken. So R effective will become equal to L1 by K1, that is LP by KB, plus LP by KP, plus L insulation, that is nothing but X divided by K insulation. So what it will become? So Q2 is equal to delta T divided by LB by KB, and LB by KP you know. So what is this? This will become your 0.1 divided by 0.7 plus this will become your 0.03 divided by how much? 0.5 plus x upon ki. What is ki? 0.08. 0.08. So this will become how much? Let us calculate it. This will become here, and this is like this. So what is Q2? So Q2 is equal to nothing but 0.30 Q1. So Q2 is equal to nothing but 0.30 Q1 is equal to delta T by R effective. Okay guys. So what is Q1? We know already. Let us calculate it. So this will become equal to 0.30 Q1, which is equal to 4.92 into 4.92 delta T is equal to delta T by R effective. Delta T by R effective. So delta T will go. So what will be R effective? So R effective will be equal to nothing but 1 upon 0.3 into 4.92. So what is R effective? We know 1 upon 7 plus 0.3 upon 5 plus x upon 0.08. Okay. So this will become equal to how much? Let us calculate it. So it will be how much? So this term will become equal to 1 divided by 7. Sorry, this is 0.3 multiplied by 4.92. 1 divided by answer, that is 0.3 multiplied by 4.92 divided by sorry, this will be 1 divided by this. So this will become equal to how much? 0.15. So this will become equal to 0.15. So can we calculate x now? Yes, we can calculate x. So this is 1 divided by 7 plus 0.3 divided by 5. So this term will be equal to how much? This. So 0.15 minus this multiply by 0.08. So this will be nothing but equal to 0.038. 0.038. So this will become equal to 0.038 meter. So this will become equal to 0.03. So x will be equal to 0.038 meter. So thickness of insulation will be required as 0.03. So by these equations we can exactly calculate the particular values. Okay guys. So thank you so much.